Charlton make 3 changes from the side that lost at Fulham on Saturday. Jason Newell and Darren Ambrose drop to the bench, and Chris Perry is rested. Herman Hreidarsson switches to the centre of defence, and there are recalls for Chris Powell, Brian Hughes and Jerome Thomas. Jonathan Spector continues in place of the injured Luke Young. Darren Bent has 20 goals this season, and he's partnered by namesake Marcus. Lua is still missing for Portsmouth after damaging his ankle, celebrating a goal. And Harry Redknapp has lost 2 more key players for this game. Pedro Mendes and Dejan Stefanovic both have thigh injuries. They were being replaced by Richard Hughes and Andy O'Brien, but O'Brien tweaked a hamstring in the warm-up. So Noé Hamaro moves up from the bench. There's a return to the Valley for Dean Kiley, who spent 7 years here, while Linvoy Primus began his career with Charlton.
Welcome back, 2-time player of the year.
4 wins and 2 draws have propelled Portsmouth out of the relegation zone. Can they keep that remarkable run going here at the Valley, where Charlton have a pretty good record? Charlton eager to make an early impression. We saw Portsmouth's last defeat, Warren, at Aston Villa, and you wouldn't have seen this run coming, really, would you?
No, definitely not. It just shows you how things change so quickly in the football business, because at that game there, they was outclassed, most importantly out-fought, but now they've got belief, they've got determination, and this is a game they must win, because then they can see a bit of light at the end of the tunnel.
Well, they would go 6 points clear of Birmingham if they did win, although West Brom could close that gap later against Bolton. And Benjani trying to race away. The Portsmouth fans are gathered at that end. He's doing his best to hurtle towards them. Still Benjani. Gary O'Neill. And now D'Alessandro. Richard Hughes. And it's cleared by Sorondo.
Yeah, just needed a bit more quality there, Hughes. He had plenty of time.
Taylor. Here's Todorov. Hughes just overcooking it for Taylor.
Yeah, good start though by Portsmouth. Benjani did well there. Taylor disappointed there with Hughes. He just wanted to be slid in there so he can come onto the ball and play in there. But it's a bright start. Harry will be delighted with the way. They've got no nerves now. They can go out there and play. They've got confidence from their results. What an achievement it would be if they get out of it.
Here's Todorov. Has Spector to deal with. Oh, he's picked out D'Alessandro. Well, Gary O'Neill won't give it up, but Powell hooking it away to Jerome Thomas, who has hooked it past Preston. Holland. Good kick for Charlton. Well, there's a brilliant atmosphere at the Valley. Both sets of supporters giving it large. Benjani. Well, he's managed to come away with it. O'Neill. Benjani and Hreidarsson both going for it. Oh, Hreidarsson's going to have to poke it away, but he didn't do so in time. It's a corner.
I think that's what they need to do. Hreidarsson complaining there was a shove, but Benjani chased him down, giving up lost causes. That's not in their vocabulary now, Portsmouth. They know how close they are to staying up, and they're giving up every opportunity to keep themselves in this league. Because now it's in their hands.
The Portsmouth fans loud and proud behind this goal. O'Neill whipping it in. Well, Sorondo presented it straight back to O'Neill to try again. And it's going to be another corner. There must have been a touch there from Myra.
does well, O'Neill. Just a little bit high there. Just gets a fingertip to it. He's desperate for his defenders to do better in front of him.
D'Alessandro's corner, and Pomeroy flung himself at it. It's another corner though.
Good delivery. Bent done ever so well there with Pomeroy throwing himself at it, but have a look at Bent here. He puts himself in the line, does enough.
The Pompey fans are fantastic at the moment. D'Alessandro whipped it in. Benjani still might get a chance.
He's only got to put his head on it. He turned away, I can't believe it.
And Charlton could be punished. I think there would have been a flag up against Darren Bent anyway, but Pompey are coming back for more. D'Alessandro. Hughes and Davis exchanging passes. Taylor.
That's a difference as well now, they're passing it around, the confidence is there. Instead of taking an extra touch, they're doing things first time, and that's through results.
Marcus Bent challenging Pomeroy. Darren Bent waiting in the middle, but he's not going to find him like that.
No, he needs to take a little bit more care. Done the difficult bit. Bent, he needs to just control it. But they are up front. Marcus Bent and Darren Bent as well, and Dean Kiley coming back. Got a great reception from both sets of fans.
Not so long ago it almost looked a lost cause for Portsmouth, but that last minute Pedro Mendes cracker against Manchester City started the salvage operation.
Oh no, they did. I mean, at Villa Park they looked dead and buried, and I think Harry would admit that himself. But it's just amazing from one result how it changes things around.
Well, some Portsmouth fans weren't too sure about Harry Redknapp returning after his spell at Southampton. Some still aren't, but they probably will be if he keeps them up.
He might even get the 3 men of the city if he keeps them up, I tell you, because it will be an absolutely fantastic achievement.
Just a bit. Here's Marcus Bent seeking out Darren Bent, offside anyway. Flag up.
So no wonder we applause, because that was a fantastic ball by Marcus Bent now. Just straight offside though, Darren Bent. Half volley, pings it across. Fortunate for Portsmouth, the flag goes up.
That's a free kick from Matt Taylor as Bent, Darren that is, barged him. D'Alessandro, the Argentine. Here he is again. Sean Davis, Richard Hughes. D'Alessandro. Oh, he's put Taylor in. They're onside. Oh, nearly for Benjani, who was waiting to pounce.
He didn't anticipate it from Taylor. It's a great ball. First time they've had quality on this left-hand side. They work it ever so well. Times his run. He's not offside. Chris Powell keeps in there. Throw yourself. Anticipate it. Get in front of a defender.
O'Neill swirling the corner in. D'Alessandro, can he find a way through? He can't. Benjani can't either. And Charlton survive. Thomas. One back by Gary O'Neill. Oh, Marcus Bent has pulled up there. Feeling his hamstring.
You're right, it's his left hamstring. He doesn't look comfortable at all.
Well, Charlton might be forced to make a change. O'Neill. Taylor. Disappointing, and not what Portsmouth needed.
No, you're right, that's talking about quality. As I said, he's holding that hamstring, got Boothroyd to bring on. But you could tell straight away, and you know with a hamstring, there's no doubt, once you try and stride out, there's no point trying to risk anything.
Well, Marcus Bent's game is over, and he's going to be replaced by Jay Bothroyd. Darren Bent, meanwhile, having a change of boot whilst this substitution is made.
Please show your appreciation to number 6, Marcus Bent.
Bent off, Marcus Bent off with a hamstring injury. And Jay Bothroyd receiving his instructions from Mervyn Day. And Steve Bennett, the 4th official, checking there's no bling there.
And please welcome number 38, Jay Bothroyd.
Jay Bothroyd with 5 goals this season. All of them came here, although I think he might be trying to claim the goal that was given to Gareth Southgate as an OG at Middlesbrough in the FA Cup, and he might have a point.
Doesn't change the system at all. It's like for like, really.
Helped on by Benjani, but not quite for D'Alessandro. So Bothroyd on to partner Darren Bent. Charlton unbeaten in their last 8 matches here. Decent home record in the Premiership. Thomas just pipped Prisk to it. Now Hughes. And then Horizon for Jay Bothroyd. Hughes just bobbled off him. O'Neill. Neat switch to Sean Davis. And may well give it back to O'Neill. Made him run for it. Todorov. Foul by the Bulgarian on Thomas. Darren Bent. Another foul by Hughes this time on Darren Bent.
You can tell when that man gets the ball, Darren Bent, there's 1 or 2 players around him there. Yeah, Hughes just pulling out his leg, going on Bent's left calf. So once he gets going, you're not going to catch him.
Sarondo's free kick. It's going to bounce right through to Dean Kiley. Thomas, Powell, Bothroyd, intercepted by Sean Davis. Now Prisk, Todorov, Benjani. Nobody really in the middle yet, but they are making strides to get there. O'Neill and D'Alessandro. It's turned away for a corner.
You're right, but no one makes that run in front of them. Both of them trying to go round the back. Benjani does well here. He turns around, it's an inside out, and just puts it into an area. Doesn't have to look up, plays it in there, but they need someone going across. 1 near post, 1 far post, then you've got a chance.
It's D'Alessandro's corner. Primus trying to sneak it on. Another corner. No, the referee thought it might be, but he then saw his assistant, noting that it was a goal kick.
Yeah, if anything for Portsmouth at the moment, it's just been that final bit of quality. Well, they have done well. They've defended. They've been nice and solid in midfield. They've tried to break when they can, but again, you just need that little bit of belief and quality in the final third.
Bothroyd lurking, but calmly done by Matt Taylor. Seems rather strange seeing Dean Kiley playing against Charlton. His kick, though, might have set up Benjani for something. Corner. Spector hurt.
I think he's hurt his right shoulder as he landed. He got himself into problems when as soon as you let the ball bounce as a defender, you're always giving the attacker some incentive. But he looked like he just fell awkwardly. The young man looks in a bit of pain. As you can see, once you're under pressure as a defender, just get rid of it. But it's more as he lands. Look, the right arm goes down and just jars it open. As I said, as a defender, don't let the ball bounce. See if you can get to it first. He does this bit as well, but then it's just that right arm just as it lands and it just opens up.
Well, the Charlton players have signalled that he isn't going to be able to continue, Jonathan Spector, so they're going to have to make a change. Of course, Luke Young normally occupies that position for Charlton, but he's out injured at the moment. They do have a young defender on the bench, Jose Sankofa, but I suppose Kishishev could go back there also. There
is opportunities, but I think when Charlton are in this position, why not throw the young man on? Let him have the opportunity, got nothing to lose. I think that's what Alan Kerbis's belief is now, is let people have a go, see what they can do. They're not under any pressure at all now, Charlton. They've done the hard work.
Painful, that is, and they are indeed going to bring on Jose Sankofa, who we did see briefly in the Premiership 3 years ago, playing as a late sub at Old Trafford against Manchester United. He's been out on loan at Bristol City this season. A Londoner who turned 21 last month. Sankofa coming on for the injured Spector. It's a cursed position that for Charlton right now. But what a big moment for this young man, Sankofa, who had a bad injury which kept him out for a long time. He's raring to go.
I was going to say, looks like he can't wait to get out there. Mervyn Day just after calming down, just giving a few instructions, picking people up. There's a sorry sight. Spector just falling awkwardly, and could that be his season over and done with?
Looks that way. Jonathan Spector, the American on loan from Manchester United. He'll be hoping that his World Cup dreams aren't dashed with that injury. USA international. And the Valley gives a big welcome to Jose Sankofa.
And please welcome number 28, Jose Sankofa.
First taste of the Premiership for 3 years. Played the last quarter of an hour or so in a match at Old Trafford. D'Alessandro, not the greatest corner, but he will get the chance to make amends.
Yeah, that's what they need, a bit of quality.
D'Alessandro tries again, and Palmero, or Richard Hughes. It's ricocheting. Herman Hreiderson certainly in the way of that, because he's hurt now.
Yeah, it was ping-ponging around there. Just needs someone to get good contact on it. Hughes had a go.
D'Alessandro. He's done well. Oh, wow! Fantastic! D'Alessandro! That is breathtaking! And Portsmouth have really got the feeling now that they are staying up.
I said you need quality. I said you need someone to open the door. And Harry Redknapp will be absolutely delighted. He's had Chris Powell on his back. What a strike this was. Not once but twice he's fooled Chris Powell, and then he whips it with his left foot straight in the top corner. The goalkeeper's got no chance. To get the bend and the power, you can see by his technique, both feet are off the floor. He pings that into the top corner. Are they going to stay up? It's a fantastic strike. You needed a spark, you needed magic. There we go.
his first goal for Portsmouth, and it was an absolute cracker. Thomas unable to deliver.
Take nothing away from it. It was a fantastic strike, and they deserved it. They've been the better team. They've been more adventurous in the final third. Ariderson there just feeling his leg from the first initial shot from Todorov. But you can see he just sticks out the leg now. It's as he lands. There, it's his right leg. And he would be a miss if he went off.
Davis, Sorondo makes sure that it didn't reach Todorov.
Charlton at the moment can't get in the game. The midfield four, the Portsmouth are picking people off, they're shuffling across when they need to defend, they're finding space in the midfield area, and that'll be a concern, not only to Alan Kirbysley but to Mervyn Day. They've got to get closer. It's too easy at the moment for Portsmouth.
Well, it's bound to be a bit scrappy when you're fighting for survival in the Premiership. You could do with the odd touch of class, and that was certainly provided by Andres D'Alessandro. A glorious goal, and after 4 wins and 2 draws in their last 6 matches, Harry Houdini and Portsmouth are at it again. Half-time at the Valley. Charlton 0, Portsmouth 1. Harry Redknapp leads his Pompey troops out for the second half. They are a goal to the good at the Valley. Well, ominously for Charlton, they're going to have to make their 3rd substitution of the match already, having lost Marcus Bent with a hamstring injury, Jonathan Spector the suspected dislocated shoulder. We hear that Jerome Thomas now has a knee injury, so he's replaced by Darren Ambrose, who scored when Charlton beat Portsmouth earlier in the season.
Darren Ambrose.
Well, over the last few weeks, Portsmouth have stormed out of the relegation zone. Can they keep their remarkable run going? You better believe it, because they certainly seem to believe it. A wonder goal from D'Alessandro in the first half has given them the edge as they look for more precious points here at the Valley.
I just wonder this half, will Portsmouth just be cautious and just try and hold on to what they got and see if really Charlton, if they've got enough quality to break them down.
Here's Darren Bent setting up Kishishev. Headed away by Pamereau, and Gary O'Neill beat Matt Holland to it. Taylor, Todorov and Sorondo together. Ariderson whacks it back. Pamereau will stop Darren Bent having any nifty ideas. Bothroyd, Limboy Primus, back at the club where his career began. Might have started something for Portsmouth now. Todorov, O'Neill, Davis. Todorov. Portsmouth without some key players today in Pedro Mendes, Dejan Stefanovic and Luar. They lost Andy O'Brien injured in the warm-up. But once again, they are showing some fight in the battle at the bottom. A bit of class too from D'Alessandro.
I think you will see a response from Charlton players, because the home fans, there's a few boos and jeers, and I think the players need to respond, because what you don't want to do is just let the season fizzle out. It's hard sometimes to pick it up, the momentum for next season.
Oh, it's bobbled away from Kishishev. D'Alessandro scored his first Portsmouth goal here, and what a goal. Here's Richard Hughes, And Myra will take it. Ambrose then on for the injured Thomas. Charlton with all three of their substitutes on already. And Sankofa, who's going to take this throw, actually needed stitches in his leg as well after suffering a gash in the first half. Chrissy Powell, Ambrose, lost out to Prisk, and now Todorov. Prisk is going to keep going. Todorov has lost his way.
Just look at Charlton at the moment, everything is cautious, everything's just control, pass, no one's really looking to try something a little bit different, take a chance. It's all, everything's in front of the Portsmouth midfield, and particularly their back four.
Powell. Come off Bothroyd, now Matt Holland, Bothroyd and Hughes, and wide.
Yeah, more hopeful than anything else. Hughes has made a couple of runs already, particularly in the first half. He's just trying to take a chance and looping it over Dean Carley, but never going to trouble Dean Carley at all. At least he's got a bit of energy trying to get in there, trying to join in with the centre forwards and make that midfield run.
Portsmouth haven't fared too well against Charlton in their recent history. Just one win in the last 10 encounters, came at Fratton Park last season, 4-2. This would be a telling victory were they to collect 3 points today. They would go 6 points clear of Birmingham, who don't play until Wednesday night now against Blackburn. West Brom also in the drop zone. They are home to Bolton tonight. Love you, Portsmouth rings around the valley. Prisk. O'Neill. Sean Davis made himself available, closely watched by Brian Hughes. O'Neill's centre should be safely collected by Myra. Ambrose, in stepped O'Neill, now Prisk, Benjani, Kishishiev, came off Pamaro, Davis is onside, Todorov, now Benjani in the middle, Todorov for Benjani, and he still can't score his first Portsmouth goal.
No, it's no real conviction again. Todorov does well, but he's waiting for him. You need really energy, get in front of the defender, don't let the defender get in front of you, then you've got a chance there. No real conviction. Still waiting for that goal.
Free kick has gone in favour of Charlton. Webb tries to let the games flow as much as possible, doesn't produce the card too often.
No, you're right, he's done very well this afternoon, just let the game go. He's got a nice manner about the way he referees the game. No, he's done very well.
Primus, oh, it's not got away yet. Pamaro had to make contact, and it's a corner for Charlton.
That seems to only joy at the moment, because Charlton are trying to play, but they haven't got the players to open people up with a clever pass. But sometimes just go direct, play your football up the other end, and things might happen for you.
Darren Ambrose with the corner. Sorondo been diverted over for another corner.
Good delivery in there. Suando thinks he scored. He got a good run at it, a good header. And you see it just comes off the back there.
Ambrose for Matt Holland. Holland again. He's done well to give Ambrose another chance to deliver. Well, that's going to clear Darren Bent. 3 former Ipswich teammates all involved there. Meanwhile, Kishashev has been robbed by Benjani. Not many keeping up with him, but he's picked out D'Alessandro. Todorov nearby. And Todorov's been fouled by Haridason.
Haridason there to Sellers to try and get hold of the ball. Doesn't need to give that free kick away. To be fair to Todorov, for Hughes' experience. Good refereeing. I'll tell you, that's excellent to see as a player. Have a word with him, have a chat. A lot of frustration in that tackle, you can tell. Captain trying to lead by example, but it's not their afternoon so far.
Portsmouth have seemingly transferred Fratton Park to South East London today. The fans have barely stopped all afternoon. No wonder. D'Alessandro, Myra, untroubled.
That's a real waste.
Ambrose. Holland. Powell. Ambrose. He's going to get a free kick, sandwich between Prisk and Davis.
Yeah, one thing with Ambrose, he's got his pace, and he's starting to liven things up. He does well. Davis there, just sticking out his left leg, and he goes down Ambrose. But at least he's got a bit of energy about his game. He's trying to lift the crowd, because they need lifting.
Charlton looking to make their presence felt. Ambrose steered it in. Came off Primus, and Kylie came. Has not been fouled. Howard Webb having a close look. Oh, D'Alessandro does clear it. Sankofa for Holland. Sankofa again. Herman Haridason. Sean Davis. Offside Todorov. Hughes. Sankofa came with him at a reasonable force, I suppose.
Yeah, it's one of them balls from Hughes to say, deal with that. I think Harry will be delighted at the moment. He's not under any pressure defensively. They've had 1 or 2 scares, but nothing really to worry about. He's had to wheel and deal with the players he's got so far, and will that be enough to get him out?
Benjani, Kishashev upon him. Benjani. Here's Todorov. Can he turn? He might just set up D'Alessandro.
I'll tell you, if he keeps his eye on the ball and not Haridason, he scores, because he has got the technique. Todorov does exceptionally well here, holds it up. Alexandra, great timing here. Keep your eye on the ball, don't worry about Haridason. He's just put off and he just snatches at the ball. They work this very well, Portsmouth. They just hold it up. He makes a great little run. Haridason does well. He's got to fry himself, but concentrate, be brave and strike the ball in the back of the net.
Bothroyd. It's That's a foul on the Prisk by Bothroyd.
Prisk there got away with it. His first touch wasn't great. Bothroyd's just trying to please it in. So his touch is heavy. You see he's stretching away there. And it's going your way. It's going your way. Bothroyd can't believe it.
Benjani, Todorov with the flick on. Benjani trod on the ball. Todorov could still get to this though, and Myra makes an important save to keep Charlton in it.
Big chance, he can't believe it, Todorov. He thought he was going to just slide it under him.
Ambrose going nowhere. Gary O'Neill. Well, he's still going, O'Neill, and Haridason comes across. That's a foul on Haridason, who is hurt. And of course, Charlton have already used all their subs, and that was a real cruncher on Haridason.
Yeah, Haridason trying to let the ball out, but O'Neill wasn't having it. I think he just went over on his left ankle. O'Neill does ever so well. He's not giving up the lost calls. It's a free kick, but just there, you see the ankle go over. The big man was already holding his knee earlier. It's a little twinge on the ankle there. But this was a big chance for me, Todorov. Just as it comes to him. Wasn't quite sure what Benjani was doing here. It comes to him, and you fancy just slide it underneath the goalkeeper, but it hits his knee. Meyer makes himself big. It comes to him, very fortunate from the ricochet, but you fancy Todorov just to slide it to the goalkeeper's right, but be fair to Meyer, he comes out, chucks a leg in away. He knows that was a big chance, because that would have seen him home.
I think Benjani was quite sure what Benjani was doing either, by the way.
The only good thing with that, nor the defenders, so that might be something.
Well, Charlton are temporarily down to 10 men with Haridason getting some treatment. They've used all their subs because of injuries. Marcus Bent with a hamstring in the first half. Jonathan Spector with a suspected dislocated shoulder in the first half. And Jerome THOMAS went off at half-time with a knee injury. So they'll be desperately hoping they can get Haridason back on, or they'll have to see out the last quarter of an hour with 10. It's Ambrose to put it through for Bent, and he sets Brian Hughes up. An equaliser for Charlton from Hughes, and a sickener for Portsmouth.
The first time they've got behind the Portsmouth defence. Hughes again anticipated well, but for me, Taylor should have done well before this, but it's a great little set-up here. Hughes comes in, tucks it away neatly. It's the first time we've seen D.Bent run at people. He just rolls it into the path very comfortably. He's done it time and time again this afternoon, Hughes, and he tucks it away. Dean Carley's got no chance. Nice little side foot. You don't have to smash it, just tuck it into the corner.
Well, Charlton only had 10 men on the field, ironically, when they scored. Haridason might just be coming back on. They might fancy winning it now. It's Darren Bent spinning, and this time he sets up Ambrose. He's through, and what a vital tackle from Richard Hughes just at the last moment.
I tell you, they've come to light. They've been dead for all of this game, Charlton, and that's because of Ambrose as well. Bent does ever so well here. He's running at people. Ambrose, good touch, but like you said, Hughes comes in with a great tackle at the end.
Well, Herman Haridason has been allowed back on to take up a position for this corner, and it's going to be a very intriguing last 13 minutes or so. Ambrose's corner. Kylie elected to punch it away. Ambrose!
He's been lively since he's come on, Ambrose. He wants to have a go at people, he wants to run at people. That's a real kick in the teeth to go though for Portsmouth. I was just saying beforehand, Taylor had the chance to clear it. It hit ricochets off the back of Hughes. Bent's on his way. Before you know it's in the back of the net, then Carly had no chance. It's been a lifeline.
O'Neill, D'Alessandro, Charlton buzzing now. Kishishev, free kick. D'Alessandro with a foul.
Yeah, the little man just trying to get back. No qualms there. Kishishev goes down. He knows it's a free kick.
Powell. Bothroyd. D.Bent showing interest.
Good little ball. I tell you what Bent does, he moves his feet well to get above Taylor at the back post. He just dinks it far post. Good Bent's movement, he times it, he can attack it. The defender can't, this time he can't get his header on target. Could have all been so different now with Todorov. He had this opportunity. It's not clear-cut by a long way, but you still fancy him just to tuck it into the net. To be fair to Mai, he stucks out them legs.
Well, Carradine, who's just come on, is going to get the first yellow card of the game for that lunge on Chris Powell.
I said the referees handled the game well. It's the first real vicious tackle that we've had. Oh, Chrissy Powell had enough of them in his time. You can see here, he's just played it off late. It's a follow through more than anything else.
Primus watched that closely. Benjani. Whatever Portsmouth could do with him scoring his first goal for them, it is now. Of course, he did have that chance and then managed to set up Todorov, but it was squandered by Portsmouth and they were soon pegged back. Such thin lines when you are fighting for survival.
So for Harry, this will probably feel like a defeat because he had it in his hands. You switch off in this game, you don't make the right decision, the ball ends up in the back of the net. I think in the bigger picture, I think coming to the Valley, he would have took a point beforehand.
The Ryderson has flicked it on, and D.Bent is closing in on goal! Brilliant from Bent! Well, Charlton are enjoying that goal, but not half as much as Birmingham and West Brom are enjoying it.
What a cool game this is. We needed some magic, and he's come up. It's a Ryderson who's been staying up for the last couple of minutes, but once he gets it out of his feet, what a strike. The power, the accuracy, it's in the back of the net before the goalkeeper can help. He steadies himself, he knows where the goal is, his confidence is high. Dean Carley gets a hand to it, but it's not good enough, not strong enough for the power. It's in the back of the net.
D.Bent's 21st goal of a superb season for him, and Charlton have turned it round, and Portsmouth can barely believe it.
He could win him the game. It was him with his great movement for the first goal with Hughes, but that was all about D.Bent now. He's got the power, he's got the awareness. Charlton, particularly D.Bent, has dragged Charlton back into this game because they was dead and buried.
Bent now, onside, Ambrose, it could be another, and Kiley has stopped it. And D.Bent got a yellow card for his celebration.
So I can't understand that. I know the rules are rules, but you've just scored a goal like that. Obviously people in the rule book don't know what it's like to score a goal like that.
Well, Richard Hughes is going off, and Wayne Routledge on loan from Spurs is coming on to try and give Portsmouth a bit of a zip in what remains here at the Valley. Well, there would have been a few jitters amongst the players and supporters of Birmingham and West Brom when Portsmouth were ahead, but now it's Charlton who are in front, and you can be sure of a few more twists and turns yet in the fight for survival as those three clubs seek to preserve their Premiership status. Harry Redknapp will wonder what's gone wrong today. It's Benjani waiting to score that first goal. It's proving so elusive.
It's a chance. He has to take it early. There's people around him. It's a decent effort. So I think if that's on target.
Well, after going out of the FA Cup to Middlesbrough and losing at Fulham, Charlton bouncing back here and giving their fans something back. 2 minutes left of normal time.
How ironic now, it's Charlton trying to run down the clock. Chrissy Powell using all of his experience.
Primus. Gary O'Neill is chasing Kishashev for all it's worth, and it's worth so much to Portsmouth. Matt Holland, they're on their way again. Here's Bent. We've got a few bodies in the box. Darren Bent. It sticks with Kylie.
Yeah, good play again by Darren Bent. Centre in now.
And it's rolling into the game. Routledge. O'Neill. Taylor. Away by Brian Hughes. Well, we're in the last 30 seconds of normal time. There are going to be 3 minutes added on, we hear.
He's played a big part, Ambrose. He's been willing to run at people, try and make things happen.
D'Alessandro. Well, it's poor, and Powell will take it away from Benjani.
The fourth commissioners indicates a minimum of 3 minutes additional time to be played.
Moving into the 3 minutes to stop his time. Prisk with a cross. Oh, and Kishashev had to turn it away from O'Neill. It's a corner just to add to it all at the Valley.
Kishashev done well there, didn't know what was behind him. All the big guys are coming up.
Gary O'Neill sending it in. Taylor! Oh, it's dribbled wide off the head of Matt Taylor.
No one anticipating the knockdown. It's a decent delivery. Taylor just trying to feed it in there, but there's no one. As a player, Portsmouth, they won't believe this. They've been in total control for most of the game.
Here's Primus, who's committed himself forward. Oh, it's come off Sorondo for another corner. Portsmouth can't afford to hang around, they don't. D'Alessandro sends it in! Carradus.
He should score, he should score. It's a great delivery in there. Just got to get a firm target, get it on target. He's more worried about the defender. He knows that's a big chance. At least get it on target. Harry won't believe it.
Well, 2 great chances for Taylor and Carradus in the closing stages. D'Alessandro. Portsmouth still not giving up. D'Alessandro's cross, Sirondo commanding, but Taylor's going to get to it. Oh, he needed a better cross than that.
That's poor, that's poor. When you need a bit of quality, just wrap your foot round it, put it back into the area.
Well, Harry Redknapp thought it was all going his way in the fight for survival, but you can never be too sure in the game of football. And Charlton have spun this game around and spun the relegation battle around a bit as well.
Tell you what though, it's how they respond after this. You're right, they've been on a great run, but how do they respond?
Bent, here's Bothroyd, he wants one for himself. He nearly had one for himself.
Yeah, again, it's Bent involved. He's a live wire, he makes things happen. Bothroyd does well, he uses the run, this time with his right foot.
It's a free kick, Ryderson on Karadas, and Portsmouth still hoping, still praying, but something needs to come of this. D'Alessandro takes it. It's away by Ryderson, it's all over. Well, normally on a bank holiday weekend you see The Great Escape on the telly. We thought we were watching it, starring Harry Redknapp and Andres D'Alessandro, but Charlton turned it all around. An equaliser from Brian Hughes, a former Birmingham player, doing his old club a favour, and then D.Bent won it with his 21st goal of the season. A bitter blow for Harry Redknapp and Portsmouth, and their fans were once again superb today. Can you hear the sighs of relief around Birmingham and around West Bromwich? You bet you can. A pulsating end to this match. It finishes at the Valley. Charlton 2, Portsmouth 1.
Alan, how extraordinary was the difference between first and second half there?
Well, yeah, I mean, I didn't enjoy the first half at all. I couldn't quite work out what happened. I'm not taking anything away from Portsmouth, but we come into the game, the atmosphere was good, dressing room, everybody was looking forward to the game, and this all goes out the window. And you know, I was hoping to get to half time, 0-0 to be fair, and D'Alessandro scored a fantastic goal. And we had a few words half time, needed to get through the first 10 minutes, and then I thought we got stronger as it went on.
It was an extraordinary turnaround though, and then the 2 goals at the end, 2 good goals.
Yeah, and 2 great passes from Ambrose, I think, and Bentley's made one and scored one, and you know, Darren Ambrose could have had a couple of goals as well. And saying that, we got to 2-1, and suddenly we sit back a little bit and invite Portsmouth on, and they nearly score.
I think your former club, Birmingham, might have enjoyed your goal as much as Charlton did.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Obviously Portsmouth beating us. I think Brucey maybe owe me a drink in the future.
Harry, how sickening was that for you?
Well, it was a tough last 12 minutes when you stood there 1-0 up and really in control of the football match, you know, having no problems. You really feel there's 3 points here that are going to make all the difference today. But you know they were going to whack it forward and they would push the Ryderson up to win some flick-ons, and you know, suddenly you just got to defend it. But you know, they got in behind us twice, which they hadn't done all day, and suddenly we were 2-1 down, and we'd had some great chances to bury the game at 1-0. Really, we would have fought a better team today and come away with nothing. But that's football; that can happen.
D'Alessandro's goal deserved to be worth more ultimately, didn't it?
Yeah, it was a great goal from a terrific little player, top-class footballer. You know, it was a great finish, and you know, as I say, with sitting there 12 minutes to go, really not too many problems. Defending well, the crowd was getting on their backs. They weren't doing nothing really, and couldn't really see any way back in the game for them. But except, you know, they might just get lucky with a flick on, and then the lad Bent, who's got a good goal-scoring record, breaks away, and suddenly we find ourselves 2-1 down.
Hard to put into perspective after that, but the run you've had lately, I mean, you're still in a great position.
Oh, for sure, we've got to pick ourselves up again, but today would have really almost, I think it would have almost put it to bed. I think if we'd have won today, I think it would have shattered the other teams. And so when you stood there with 12 minutes to go, you're thinking, this could be, you know, we could almost be out of this tonight with this win. and it looked that way. I really couldn't, you know, it wasn't one of them games where you stood there thinking, well, we're hanging on for grim life here, because I don't think Dean Kiley had a shot to save worth talking about. So, but that's how it goes. Pick ourselves up and get ready again next week.
Well, the look on Harry's face at the end of that game told its own story, didn't it? What a great chance missed.